Good morning. It's Monday, September 13th, day 32. Kilometer. Hang on, let me get you back where you're supposed to be. Funny camera. Day 32. Kilometer 484. It leaves about 156 to go. Today is a little clearer than yesterday, not as rainy, but the trail will be wet because it rained yesterday and last night. Strange shelter. There's no furniture, like there's nothing at all to lie down on. It was cold last night. I had to sleep with my filter. It went down to about 2. But I'm in a mountain, probably one of the last ones I'm going to see. My goal today is to do the minimum, because after yesterday's 37, every bone in my body's aching. I am just a mess. I treated the 3 open sores on my feet. I still have some polysporin or neosporin or whatever you call it. And I just had breakfast. Just made a coffee. I do everything cold, so it's a cold coffee, which I will take on the trail with me. I'm going to pack up. It's about 7 o'clock right now. I slept in this morning. And I am going into a town called Grand Valley, Quebec, which is 20.6 kilometers ahead of me, which would reach a milestone of 500, actually 503 kilometers. I can see the end. I can see the finish line. I'm going to go to Grand Valley and see how I feel. Because strangely enough, about 5 kilometers past Grand Valley is Petite Valley. Petite Valley would give me a springboard on getting back up in the mountains the next day and allowing me to get to a refuge as opposed to a shelter. In case I didn't mention, the way they do it here is a refuge is a totally enclosed building with doors and windows and usually 8 bunks with big mattresses and excuse me, and a fire, like a wood burning stove and all that stuff, whereas a shelter is just a 3-wall lean-to, which is what I'm in right now. This one actually is quite comfortable because it has a door. They actually closed it up and made a door out of the 4th wall. However, I'm halfway up a mountain. I'm at altitude, so that's why it was so cold last night. But again, I brought my quilt, which is rated for 0 Fahrenheit, so no issue there at all. The only issue was my filter. I slept with it. And my electronics. I don't like my electronics freezing. So anyway, that's the plan. That's the forecast. I've given you a 2-day plan. I've given you the mileage markers. Kilometer markers. And the state of my body right now. You know, I am going to sleep in a town tonight. No question about it. I have to. I need a better night's sleep than I got last night. I didn't sleep at all last night. It's this damn trail food, I'm telling you. Whenever you eat a lot of carbs, you deplete your body of B vitamins, and you can't sleep. Insomnia comes from lack of B1. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. if I see any views. I'd love to see the falls. There's supposed to be some like really massive size falls, waterfalls here on the mountain somewhere. If it's not too far out of the way, I'll go and see if I can get a shot of it, or if it's even accessible from where I am, because I'm not on the road that comes up the mountain. I'm actually on a trail. So if I have to backtrack 4 kilometers down the mountain and then back up again just to get to those waterfalls, sorry guys, but we're not going to do that. I just don't have it in me. The other thing I have to mention is Grand Valley and Petite Valley are the last towns. And after that, I literally will have no town, no resupply point, no nothing. I have to get back to Grand Valley somehow after the hike is over to get home, to get back to Matapedia, to get my vehicle to drive home. I could call SIA and have them for $240 shuttle my vehicle to the end. I won't do that. I don't want to see another 6 hours of driving on my vehicle and pay that money and the gas and everything else for what? No, I'd rather take a bus for $75 back, have a good snooze in the bus, and let somebody else drive, before I have to go driving 9 hours back home. 9.5, I think it took me to get to Edmondson. But anyways, that's what I got, and I'll try to get you some views today, and if not, because it's going to be a boring hike. So that's why I think this intro is a bit longer than it should be. But anyway, onwards and forwards. We're hitting 500 today. Getting close. 640 is the end. So I can do 20s, 15s, and 20s. I can finish probably in another week and a half. Okay. Later. Hello everybody. It is Monday the 13th of September. It is day 33 still. And I am in what's called Petite Valley. It's late. It's like, I don't know, 8 o'clock or something. I just checked into a motel. Okay, recap. I started off at Grand-Sault shelter at kilometer 484. That was 25.8 kilometers I put in today. I stopped in Grand Valley, picked up my food box from the post office. It'll give me everything I need for the rest of the trip. But it's heavy. I'm packing a lot of food. I still got over 100 clicks to go. I am currently at kilometer 509.8. So I hit a milestone today. I crossed the 500 mark, which was nice. I wouldn't have if I stayed in Grand Valley. But the reason I kept going was because of tomorrow. I didn't want to, the way they've got this gapped out, the shelters. I'm just looking at this now. I want to go to Le Cascades Refuge. It's 22 kilometers, and there's a lot of climbing. There's a lot of elevation. Not big, high mountains or anything, but a lot of up and down. You know. Anyway, I'm just looking at it. I could stop 11 kilometers from here. Les Terrasses shelter. And I might, I'll see. I've been putting on, oh God, I'm so tired. Like I'm going to bed as soon. I'm just gonna have a shower, wash up my clothes a bit in the sink, and try to get them halfway clean. I don't have time for a laundromat. I don't think there is a laundromat in this town, anyways. But I think it'd be better if I could just, push a little harder tomorrow and do 22. And just get to a refuge as opposed to a shelter. Because what's going on after that is another, I need to get to this other shelter, which will be 22 after that, called La Chute. And I might have to hunker down and stay in there because apparently Wednesday we've got some serious weather coming in. Everybody, I'm looking at it right now on the TV. They're calling for some really bad rain. We'll see. Anyways, we'll see. Like I say, I have some options, which is nice. I have more options where I am right now than I ever did if I stayed back in Grand Valley. I can tell you that. So there's that. Okay, so the stats are out of the way. How was the day? The day was good. It wasn't, I didn't go climbing any Jacques Cartiers or anything. I didn't go any 5,000 feet or something like Mount Logan or something. So it was good, and the trail was, it was quite wet actually. I was quite surprised how muddy the trail was today. And that, in order for me to have put that many miles on, I promise you, more than half of it was road. I do not hitchhike though. I walk it. I stopped for lunch, but I walked it. And I did hike 10 and a half hours today. So that's a lot. That is a lot. So I don't know how long I can keep this up because my feet are just cooked. So I might take the short shelter tomorrow at 11. I don't know. We'll see how I feel when I get there. But at least I know that I'm over 500. I've got 140 to go, and I've got 12 days to do it. And I think it's doable. It's an average of about 12 a day, I suppose. So even if I can clock another couple of, because I will have a couple more days on the ocean, like on a road, on a highway, which for me, walking on flat ground, I can just walk all day. I don't know what it is. It must be all the years of golf, I guess. I just walk all day. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that I'll get into Fouillon before the 25th. Foulion's quite large. I'll be about 3 or 4 nights in there, and then hopefully I get to the terminus and say, "Hey, I'm done." Right now, I am focused on finishing it, but I'm also a little sad. I almost don't want it to end. This has been such an amazing trip, hike. I needed this. I really did. My feelings on this are, I'll do this again anytime. Anyways, guys, that's it for tonight. I'm really tired. I just want to get some food into me and some in a shower, and I'll try to get up early in the morning and see if I can get another 25 in there. Okay. Good night, everybody.